So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger fullback...
Goal! That is some save from De Gea. That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And he's managed to get free. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
DiMarco makes the interception. Now it's Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That was magnificent.
Has a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. And the shot's on here. Shapes to shoot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Otto really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Barcelona have their third corner. Davids wins the duel this time. And now a sudden chance to counter. Can he latch on to this?
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Threads one in. No, not quite on the same wavelength. DiMarco puts his foot on the gas. Law. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he shoots! He scores! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be.
Chance! No, not the best of headers.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that was vital. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Now that looks a decent ball. Zanetti. Now, can they get him away?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Odo. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Cole, and it's Cruyff. Cole! Oh, easy pickings there. Can he get it through? Now this could be a chance. And a chance! It's fallen kindly here. Superb goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Barcelona go into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, he's been caught napping! The ball has bounced loose now. Looking for the run. Oh, no! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Otto attempts a clearance. Now the delivery.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Neymar. He's going for goal! Another special Neymar moment! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
You just know there is no stopping that.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Quite a thrill. And the finish! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. It's a mighty... It's hit the crossbar. And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. And now they can spring out of defence. Probing pass. No, that's been intercepted. And this is Ronaldinho, looking to play him in. Caught offside that time. And this is Owen. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Looking for options for movement. Knocks it into space. Shot could be on.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, that's well spotted. It's just beyond his reach. And it's Soboslai.
Added minutes has been
Neymar
indicated.
does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Zanetti. That is ended up in no man's land. Might be danger here. There, and the shot!
Lowe made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 22.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Johan Cruyff. Number 15.
Costa Curta. And we're done. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Neymar picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Now with a quick request for support.
Any reflections
for
on what
our
you've
World
seen, Jim?
Charity Fund.
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in
And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Summerslide! He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
What a start, free kick in a Summerslide! And he's there to clear it. Irwin, he slings it in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
And it's Bergkamp. It's Bergkamp! Dennis Bergkamp, the Dutch master!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
And that is a little undercooked. Haaland! Inzaghi! That is decidedly lacking. Oh no, what has happened here? And he's got the beating of his man. Van Dijk out-muscles him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Eze, and here's Inzaghi. This might spell danger. No, no way through. Takes the shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
And he cuts out the supply. Mateus, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Not the most accurate pass. Neymar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That's going to go a long way. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Irwin. Bergkamp. And this is Owen. Neymar.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Owen. Now it's Neymar. Eze. Cruyff. Here's Haaland. And this is Inzaghi.
There will be 1 minute.
Now who's going to be first to this? Baresi. And the first half is done. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Barcelona have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Szoboszlai. Oh, it's Bergkamp. Oh, well measured. He is through here. Oh, it shot a goal! Oh, taken with style. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's two now without reply. He's having a shot! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And yes, it's him again. Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Neymar. Can he finish? Oh, that's a waste.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Well, oh, he's been caught on it here. Szoboszlai has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And this is Inzaghi. And here's Haaland. Looking to play him in. Van de Ven spots it and intercepts. Neymar. Oh, there's a probing ball. And this is Bergkamp. Bergkamp showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now that's well seen too. Well read, nice interception. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. That's a lovely, neat pass.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Now it's Bergkamp, and he's intervened well there. Eze. Now it's Haaland. Played down the flank, and this is Cruyff. That's an excellent interception. It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Owen, voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
There you have it, a fine win.
Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Barcelona really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or...
Del Piero! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
And the shot's on here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van de Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it comes to defending, but he's actually quite tasty on the ball too, particularly with his long-range passing, and he loves those diagonals at times, and he's one to watch out for.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Showing great feet there. He has shot a goal! That was superb goalkeeping!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Neymar goes for a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. He's in a great position here. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So bring it on.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is developing a massive reputation. The raw power, the speed, the ability to find the net in all sorts of ways. Sometimes you just wonder how you're going to stop him, and I think...
Oh, he's been caught napping! More and more pressure on the ball here. There's a no-nonsense tackle. He can get that clear. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Haaland tries making a foray down the right. Threads one in. Beckenbauer. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And he can clear it away. Zanetti. Spread it left. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cruyff tries to play it through. Cruyff is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And it's Szoboszlai. Now, what about a counter-attack? Can he get it through? Oh, that's a key interception. Mateus, very much a man of this moment. Zanetti. Now it's Szoboszlai. Great ball, and the shot!
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Del Piero with the short. Law! Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Shot, surely! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not... Del Piero! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
So, third corner of the game. Suarez tries to clear. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. He has found a way through. Oh, they could be caught out. And the finish! Goal! Barcelona! There is the breakthrough. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So we have had the first significant moment in it, and he's decided to go for it. Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Van Dijk is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And this is Del Piero. Played into space. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Luis Suarez.
2 added minutes has been
Now it's
allocated.
Eze. Eze is flagged offside. Van Dijk. And it's Zanetti. Zanetti takes control of it and he's on. And there is the half-time whistle. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Barcelona are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Eze. Number 13, Kukcu. Coming on the field, number 11.
So off we go once more.
Number 15.
A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Zanetti. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rijkaard concedes a free kick for that. And he's going to have his name taken. Madrid upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
He's shifting through the gears here. He's going for goal. No mistake. And this is getting better and better. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So that's 2 now without reply. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? Barcelona really could have done without this. He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. One back! Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference.
And the shot! Yes! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Tries from distance. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Now he's got space here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Szoboszlai. And Del Piero! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
So their 4th corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Keeper's dealt with that. Now it's Szoboszlai, looking to play him in, and he's intervened well there. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well, that has not gone well. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Shoots! They are queuing up to have a go here.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
There will be 5
Well, they
minutes
shouldn't be
added
dawdling
time.
at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Looking for options for movement. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Beckenbauer. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that's it. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied.
Del Piero.
Picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
A quick moment of your time to thank you all
The
for
end of the
your support
game.
today.
Reflections?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it, and, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise. I think any other outcome, I don't think would have been fair.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Barcelona going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again: who is going to come out on top this time? Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
And already we're underway here. And Del Piero! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Del Piero just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
And now a sudden chance to counter. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Dembele is flagged offside. Beckenbauer carries the ball down the right. Oh, nice touch. Could go all the way here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's a cute ball. Takes a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Oh no, this does not look good. So much time and space here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Irwin is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Shot at goal! No mistake! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And that's it. That was always inevitable.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's been an absolutely
big chance, must be! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. It's their second corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. Oh, sweet feet. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Pinches it off him. Just eases him off the ball. But they've got it again. And it's Mendes. Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
And the first 45 minutes are up. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter. Go
Let's
for a
hope for
third,
another good show in the
especially
second
with a
half.
full half of football still to play.
Barcelona sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And the second half gets underway. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. He's got away.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's one-on-one, surely! There's the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And he's managed to get free. And that has sent him sprawling. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Neymar. He has found a way through. And the finish! Now, how often do you see that?
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Now, who's going to be first to this? And they're back on the ball again. Lam. Driving on and making good progress. Xavi Alonso wins the duel this time. He's found a way through. Irwin going full tilt down the left. Lam. Beckenbauer making good progress on the right-hand side. Beckenbauer, no, he's not going to get any further than that. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Oh, that's a waste.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
And he's been shifted off it. No, he refuses to take the bait. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. And it's Mendes.
There will be 3 minutes.
That's good
added
vision.
time.
That is good alertness. And this is Del Piero. Oh, he's burst through. Shoots! And it's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete... And that's it. Barcelona looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them.
Del Piero.
Voted man of the match and deservedly so. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans, everyone pumped. Takes me back.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Rijkaard gets a foot in here.
Zanetti.
Bernardo Silva. Costa Curta. Looking for the run. Bernardo Silva. Batistuta gets flagged offside. He won't be happy with that one.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
He's got away. Some good work on the right flank here. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that's put paid to a promising move. That's rather hopeful. Oh, great effort, but he's produced a save to match.
Barcelona really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Substitution on the field, number 2.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first.
Coming on the field is number 9, Adams.
Batistuta attempts a clearance. Tottenham are looking to go forward now. And here's Azar. Robson has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Can he get it through? And he's got the beating of his man. Oh, shot a goal! They've done it! Oh, that's not going to count. And we go again.
His delight very short-lived. The referee's assistant did have his flag up. It might have been close, but it was correct.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Pressing high and with purpose.
Maldini.
And it's Lam. And it's Azar. Just about within shooting range. Costa Curta is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And the pass is intercepted. A probing pass. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Batistuta! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Baresi.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Bernardo Silva in acres of space out wide.
Zanetti.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And we're underway again.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Just too high.
Ah, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Mateus tries from distance, and no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Law. Irwin is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. It's Dembele! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Played into space. Zanetti gets it away.
Del Piero.
Is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed.
Chance! It's a goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Tottenham have taken the lead.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. And he's managed to get free. Pinches it off him. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Corner number 2 then. Rijkaard tries to clear.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Azar with a delivery. And that has been knocked clear.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Big chance! He's got a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Number 21.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now. And surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Lahm puts his foot on the gas. He has found the way through. Lahm. Oh, what has happened here? That is lovely. He's found the way through. Barcelona could have here their final chance. Corner number 3 coming up. And it's hoisted clear. Has a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So their 4th corner of the game. This could be their final throw of the dice. They're up to 5 corners now. Del Piero goes short. The corner count is rising. That's 6. Oh, smashing header! And the keeper couldn't hold it. That is decidedly lacking.
Zanetti.
Mateus, he's away! Mateus! It's hit the upright. Quick look, then plays it in. Defending. And the referee brings it to a close. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Now it's Eto'o. Can he get it through?
Del Piero.
Is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Eto'o was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. There they go, hunting in packs.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Might be danger here. Mateus.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's through here. And this is Luis Suarez. He has found the way through. And the ball's come loose here. He's got away. Decent chance! Loose chance, surely! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, what a mistake! That's tidy. Law! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Law actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Luis Suarez. Nicely aimed pass. Wirtz gets into a good position. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Nice physical challenge. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now. Darren Fletcher. Bellingham. Driving through the middle. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Roberto Carlos. Now, can they get him away? Bellingham plays it in.
Chiellini.
And we've reached half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Smoking is only permitted in designated areas within these grounds.
Substitution on the field. Number 19. It's coming on to replace him is...
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Luis Suarez, very much a man of this moment. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, sweet feet. And a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Doué is offering a wry smile there.
Moved on forwards.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Scholes. Knocks it into space. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! Goal!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Substitution on the field. Number 15, Scholes. Number 10,
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
coming on the field.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Alson.
Searching pass he's played there. No luck with that dink over the top. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat. This is the time you need that pace.
And he's managed to get free. That's going to go a long way. And he's there to retrieve it.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And he's gone looking for safety. Darren Fletcher.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be. Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And that is that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
Please make sure to watch the screen.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I've been in this position myself, and this will be difficult to take. They did everything right but score, but at least I suppose they can reflect on a few positives from this one.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's away we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable...
Oh, what has happened here? Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Vieri gets flagged offside. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Tries to pass it through. And that is expertly dealt with. And that has been clubbed away. And here's Lopez. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Pele! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Pele really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
So it is still 0-0. And he thumps it clear. And it's Fletcher. Fletcher! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Darren Fletcher actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Lopez. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Vieri. And he plays one through. Neymar is flagged offside. Szoboszlai. Now it's Del Piero. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Ball is over the line. Fletcher cuts out the pass. Nicely weighted ball. Baresi gets good distance on it. It's a good run down the right. Looking for the run. And he cuts out the supply. Roberto Carlos. Well, they've got it again.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Great vision. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And the half-time whistle goes. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Hello, everybody, and a quick announcement.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
During the match, thank you for your cooperation.
Substitution on the field. Number 32, Vieri. Number 17.
That gets things going for the second half.
Number 10.
0-0, and we're at the halfway point.
Number 18, Mbappe. Number
Cannavaro
21,
does well to get it back.
Number
David Villa.
20, Bale.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. And it's Soboslai.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
It's a promising position. Hoist it in. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Baresi gets a foot in here. Zanetti. That's a cute ball. And that is as far as they're going to go. And this is Bale.
Lexington have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Batistuta puts his foot on the gas. He's picked his way through. And Batistuta! And he comes up trumps again.
Batistuta really can't believe it, foiled by the keeper again.
Number 16, Fermin. Coming on to replace
They've
him
got a
is
healthy number of
five,
very tall targets to pick out from
Substitution
this
in
corner.
progress.
Roberto Carlos is there, and he can get that clear.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Batistuta. Oh, this is a very good run. It's run loose here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
And this is the big chance. And a real chance to break the deadlock. Schneider! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
And now they can spring out of defence. Baresi gathers from the goal kick. Now it's Mbappe. Van Dijk clears.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Villa. Oh, that's fabulous. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Chips it through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. And that has been knocked clear. And that will be it. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.